YouTubers, and welcome to a Game Rooms update number 2. This is my second game room. I've already shown you an update of my first game room. Here we go for my second game room. Now I'm gonna go from newest to oldest in my section. Now the games we're gonna start off with is a Wii. We've got Dragon Ball Z, Tenkaichi 2, The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, Shaun White Snowboarding Road Trip, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This, my favorite franchise of all time, right there. And then we got some games, some cool games. We got The Hunt, we got Link's Crossbow Training, Super Mario Wii. This one I got with my 25th anniversary Wii, the Strike, and Wii Sports, which is missing the case, which I really don't care for. On to GameCube, we've got ATV Quad Power Racing 2, Mario Power Tennis, we've got Sims 2. This one, it was already in this case, so I just drew the Sims 2 cover. I just can't draw Sims people, but I did draw the T for Teen, EA symbol, Sims 2 symbol, and the Nintendo GameCube symbol. We got Sonic Gems Collection, Super Smash Bros. Melee, which is my favorite version of the Super Smash Bros. Series. We got Tales of Symphonia, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. I enjoyed the Tasmanian Tiger better on the GameCube than the PS2. We got WWE Day of Reckoning, and we got WrestleMania 18. We got my silver GameCube controller, my white GameCube controller, GameStop memory card. We got Magical Mirror Mickey Mouse and Crash Hour. Now with these two games, Magical Mirror Mickey Mouse and Crash Hour, if anyone's got a case and manual for them, please let me know in the comment section below. I am interested in the case and manual for Magical Mirror Mickey Mouse and WWE Crash Hour. Please let me know. Now on to the Nintendo 64. We got WCW NWO Revenge in the box. It has the manual and still has the original poster that was never used. There's no pinhole, there's no tape mark, no sticky tape, none of that. And then behind that is an N64 manual for the hookups, like how to hook up a system. We've got the Nintendo 64 Transfer Pack, which is only good for Pokemon Stadium to play your Pokemon Game Boy games. And then we got this third-party Super Memory Card 1000, which has like 1,000 blocks, which is good for your Zelda, Donkey Kong games. Now, we're gonna work our way backwards on the Nintendo 64. We got WrestleMania 2000. Super Smash Bros. Pokemon Stadium. I'm looking for Pokemon Stadium 2, not because it's to play, mainly because I'm a big Pokemon fan, and also the fact that I have Pokemon Silver and I want to use my transfer pack to play it on my big TV, my big 48-inch TV, which is in my bedroom. Because I have all my systems hooked up in my bedroom and my games in a separate room. Mario Kart 64. In my opinion, the best version of Mario Kart. This, don't go ooh, ah, I know already. A bad, no label, bad, for Conker's Bad Fur Day. Now this I picked up in a lot of like about 9, 10 N64 games. I mainly picked it up for the shop because there was a lot of games good for the shop. And then I saw Conker's Bad Fur Day that I've been looking for the past 5 years since I got my N64. So I took it for myself because bad label. I'm just gonna get a label replacement, probably like 10-15 bucks for a label replacement, not too bad. Cause look at everywhere else. Perfect everything. Everything else is perfect, clean, it's just the front label. I know I always pay half of what games are worth for the shop, because I know I gotta make money. This one is not even, it's probably like, what, like 30 bucks in this condition? I don't really care. I just want to play it. And then, we got this one, like I showed in my last video, and I said in my last video, I got this one free 5 years ago when I bought my Game Boy my Nintendo 64. Now, onto my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. We got my green Game Boy with the Game Boy manual right here. We got a black Game Boy Advance, an original Game Boy charger, and we got the most rarest of rare Game Boy systems. That is the Game Boy Color Crystal Edition. Now this is very hard to find. Don't mind the amount of scratches or the missing battery back. I'm willing to pay for this, even in this condition, because it's very hard. It's one of the hardest, if not the most hardest handheld to find as far as Game Boy and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance goes. Now, I don't have an SP because I don't give two shits about SP. Hate the SP. Let's move on to games. We've got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Let's keep it rolling. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Land. Kirby's Dream Land. Now these three games are in case, and you'll see why. Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Silver, and Pokemon Yellow. Now you know why they're in a case. Keep it rolling. We got Super Mario Land, Super Mario Land 2, and Tetris. If you're a collector of Game Boy games and you love the Game Boy, you have to have Tetris. This game originally came when you bought your Game Boy, so it only makes sense to have it in a Game Boy collection, because if you are a collector and say, this is the worst game I've ever played, still gotta have it, because it's something you must have when you have a Game Boy collection. Now on to the Game Boy Advance. We got Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 1 and 2. We got Pokemon Emerald version. This is fake, but don't worry. When I bought that lot of N64 games I told you for the shop, this one happened to be underneath the whole pile. Guy wouldn't even let me go through, but I don't care. It's a fake copy, still works. I'll keep it. I'm not gonna sell it because I know it's fake. Now these ones are real. Pokemon Ruby version and Sapphire. Now the Pokemon Sapphire, this is my original copy. Everything else you saw here was not my copy. This is, the Sapphire is my original copy. Let's try to focus, get it to focus. Ready? There we go. The Pokemon Sapphire, that is my original version that I've had since I was 10 years old. Was it 10? No, I was 9 years old. Sorry, I was 9. Was I 10? No. Yeah, I was 10 years old when it came out. And then we got the Super Monkey Ball Jr. Loved this game to death. Played it on my mom's cell phone back in the days and on my first cell phone. Now, on to the DS games. We got my 3DS XL in 2 cases, and we got a DS Lite, both of them with the charger. We got Pokemon Black version and Cartoon Network Racing. These are loose, which I really don't care, except for one game. We got Mario Party DS. And then we got Pokemon Platinum version. If anybody's got the case and manual for this game, please, I am interested in it. I will pay for it. I want a case for this. So if anyone like my Mickey Mouse, Magical Mirror Mickey Mouse, and Crash Hour, I am looking for a case for my Pokemon Platinum version. And then we got Super Mario, the new Super Mario Bros. DS. And then the 3DS games, we have Super Smash Bros., Pokemon Y, and Castlevania Lords of the Shadow Mirror of Fate. And then for my Super Nintendo, which I just recently picked up because I noticed I had a bunch laying around in the shop, so I thought, why not take one? Because I really love my most favorite franchise, not franchise, because my favorite franchise is Super Smash Bros. My favorite fighting game on the Super Nintendo. My favorite franchise on the Super Nintendo is the Street Fighter, which is my second favorite game of all time. And my favorite Street Fighter game, which is Alpha 1, is on there. which I want to get. For now, I have Fatal Fury 2, which I do enjoy Fatal Fury. Hence, I love a lot of fighting games. And then we got the Super Nintendo Entertainment Consumer Information Book. Now, I have a Super Nintendo hooked up in my room. The controller, I'm going to do the Street Fighter Alpha cover. Like, you know, on the cover of the box, we have Ryu on one side, Akuma on the other side. And then in the middle, it says Street Fighter Alpha. I'm going to do that on my custom design on my Super Nintendo. Now on to my NES. We've got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Pretty shit quality. I picked up like 2 NES with a few games and 5 controllers. The guy just gave me this for free. We got Jeopardy! The 25th anniversary. I've showed my pickups, my last pickups video. Same with this one, a free gift. Much appreciate the free gift from my customer. As I said in my last pickups video, we got Captain Skyhawk. We got a bunch of what is these? Nintendo Power subscription, and then more dust sleeves. Got a broken GameCube, which I just used for display. I have a working one in the box, which is my original one. I'll show you later. And then we got the PS4, which my PS4, which is why it's not in my place, because I'm at my mom's and my stepdad really enjoys playing the PS4, so that's why I brought my PS4 here. So whenever I'm here, I play with them whenever we got time. We got Need for Speed Rivals, Madden 25, and UFC. Now, why my library is so short, even though I picked this up on launch day, waited 18 hours in line, because the games I really wanted weren't going to be out till later on, which is Street Fighter V, Final Fantasy VII HD Remake, Kingdom Hearts 3, which yet to get a time or a date for release. Please, I want to know when the game comes out. I'm gonna get it. And also, there was a Tomb Raider, and also for the new Tomb Raider game. So yeah, the games I really want for this system, I had to wait for it to come out for a little later. That's why you only see these 3 titles. Up here we've got an Outdoor Mega Pack, The Hunt and the Strike, which I showed the games. I have the gun and the fishing rod. It's downstairs in the living room where I leave all my accessories in the box. I have 2 carry cases for a Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. We got my Nintendo 3DS XL case. We have the Wii steering wheel, which I yet to have Mario Kart 8 and 9, which I want to get. We've got a working GameCube, which has 1 GameCube, all the plugs, 1 controller, and all the manuals in there. We've got a gaming bundle, Unleash accessories for the Wii. We got the baseball bat, the tennis racket, the golf club, the gun, a cooling fan for your system to cool down, a carry bag, and on the bag it actually says Gaming Bundle Wii. And then down here we've got a free gift I got from my stepdad. It was a McDonald's exclusive Mario Kart 8 hat, and then a Bowser toy. And then over here we have a poster for Turok 3. Not a huge fan of the Turok series. I enjoy it. I'm not a big fan. I just don't mind it. I don't mind getting Turok 1, 2, and 3 for the N64. I just have this poster because one of my buddies, he owns a shop. He sells like everything related to collectibles, antiques, memorabilia, knickknacks, Legos, kitty stuff, movies, DVDs. He sells everything he gets his hands on for cheap and sells them. He gave me this poster for free because he knew I love my N64. And now, as always, enjoy life and keep on collecting.